We're gonna talk here about two different ways to approach hitting to the opposite field. And there may be other ways, but these we've found have been effective for us here at the Academy. We're going to talk about a sidearm action with the top hand and then a push action with both hands. Lucas here is going to demonstrate both of these. When we're hitting opposite field, you can leave your bat down, that's good. It's just as if we're going to have him do the action here without a ball first. If you were throwing a ball, Lucas, over here, sidearm, to a player over here and playing catch with him, show us what that would look like. Okay, if you watch what he did, first thing he did is take the hand back. He took a step, everything kept flowing, the elbow came in, and he threw his hand in the direction of the player over there in the opposite field if you were a hitter. That's exactly the way we use to teach one of the methods of hitting opposite field. And it works very well for a lot of hitters. What happens is they start to drive the ball. If they take what we had just mentioned about where you're going to make contact and think drive it over there by throwing the head of the bat sidearm, just like they would a baseball, then we get that action where we have good backspin and the ball is hit well. Get your bat this time here, Lucas. So we get here. Now, if he's doing the same method, we're just going to do a dry swing here, and go ahead and take a swing as if you're throwing a ball sidearm over this way. Now, we're going to make a correction here even in the video, because I tell guys this all the time, that when you're swinging, and Lucas is going to tell you right now, what am I going to say?
Swing like every time you're in the game.
That's true. But the other thing is, where should your eyes be? Looking out there. Where were Lucas's eyes? If you're looking in the video right now, they were looking down here. And I always tell them, hey, when was the last time you played a ball game and there was some leprechaun down there tossing you a ball from where the ball would be teed up for golf? Obviously never. So you always pick a spot out that's up off the ground where the pitch would be. And then we go ahead and throw the bat head sidearm. So he's looking out here, throw it there. You can always tell now if a guy is swinging properly, if he's trying to hit the ball opposite field, and go ahead and turn into this camera right here, turn this way. Now take your stride, and I want you to bring the head of the bat over to me. He's trying to hit an opposite field ball this way. But when you get a swing that happens this way, go ahead and take one where you bring it right over to me. There's no way that ball is going to wind up in right center field for Lucas. The bat head has to travel that way as it would if you're throwing the bat head sidearm. Okay, you can come back around here. The other way that we're going to describe to hit a ball opposite field is called the push swing. Now in this swing, hitter starts normal stance, takes his stride, the legs stay alive, he starts to pivot, but he keeps his hands real close to his body and his back shoulder. He keeps coming, they stay right here. Lucas's eyes are up, remember? There we go. All right, when he gets to here, both hands are going to push quickly. It's an aggressive, quick push, and then the head of the bat follows through after contact. The push swing has been another method that we have used that has really been effective in helping young hitters in particular take the ball opposite field. Now here's a couple of things that need to go along with both of those. First of all, young hitters, when they go opposite field, usually try to dip and spoon it over there. Show them that, where you come underneath the ball and you try to take it up this way. That doesn't work. You get little lazy flares over to right field. So whether you're using the sidearm approach or the push, you're going to try to stay on the top of the ball and try to get the bottom of the bat hitting the top of the ball. Now this is one of those instances again where we're trying to trick the brain. It doesn't actually happen this way, but we're trying to keep the bat from coming under the ball. So we're trying to trick the brain and think on top of it, down a little bit more when you're trying to drive it that way. So we get to here, he stays push, then after contact finishes here. We're going to let them show you that probably from a side view, the layman won't even be able to tell the difference. They won't be able to tell whether they're going sidearm or whether they're going push. So what we're going to do is have a couple other demonstrators here. We're going to do about 3 or 4 swings apiece. So there we have a discussion of the sidearm approach to hitting opposite field as well as the push swing. I think if you'll try those, you'll see that you get really successful at being able to drive that ball to the opposite field. We're going to be talking next time about head down to contact, what it is and what it isn't.